Thanks to the EA Creator Network for providing me codes for these two kits. My opinions are my own. Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, and it is time to review another couple of kits for The Sims 4. This time we got Urban Homage, which is a Create a Sim kit in collaboration with content creator Ebonix, and Party Essentials, which falls under Build By. We'll start off with Urban Homage, which is heavily inspired by the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s with urban chic fashion. One aspect that I love about this Create a Sim kit is that it's pretty easy to color coordinate all of the items, and that's actually pretty integral to my Sims style, where many of my Sims do wear color matching outfits. They tend to use one or two dominant colors that appear in most, if not all, of their outfits. Now let's take a look at all the new items individually. So we have a septum piercing, which is pretty cool. Glad we finally have that. We have hoop earrings, which are really pretty. I love how there's actually hearts on the piercings and do come in a decent variety of colors. And we also have a necklace set. I wonder what those words translate to in English, but I guess we'll never know. But I appreciate the Simlish. And of course, the head wrap. I think that's one of the selling points of this kit, and it is beautiful. I love the variety of both pattern and plain swatches. Moving on to tops, I have to highlight this bodysuit because I was not expecting it to be a bodysuit. From the previews, I thought it was just another tank top. But yeah, you can see that it does come in a variety of different colors and some plain ones. Then we have a couple of jerseys. In terms of the mesh, I think they're pretty similar to things that we've already seen before, but I do like the designs on them, especially this one with some of the swatches referencing Emily, who, if you're pretty lucky, can spot in Windenburg from Get Together. And I love this jacket combo here. I don't know, something about the texture just looks really nice to me. And we have this tank top, which comes in a variety of nice designs too. Some of them are similar to the jersey. I like this top too that has mesh underneath but does leave some cleavage exposed in the middle. I do wish that the mesh could also be a separate accessory though. Then we have this long sleeve top with it being tied in the middle. I think I've seen something like that before, but I'm not sure if it's custom content or Maxis. That jacket combo is also really nice. Just something, again, about the texture I think looks really well put together. Next is an African-inspired dashiki, which is actually Ebonix's first ever piece of custom content, so it was pretty important to her to include that. And we have this butterfly top, which I've seen around before, and I have a piece of custom content like this, but also great to have this in the game, because I think it's just so cute. And there's a good amount of colors included with that too. For the bottoms, we start off with this nice little skirt here in a bunch of different colors. Then we have these pants, and I love the exposed sides here. And we have some basketball shorts. Some are one color and some are two-tone. So a bit of nice variety going on there. Then we have some track pants, which I wasn't expecting, but also has a nice variety of colors. And some jeans with a nice belt around the top. For body accessories, we have a new set of rings. They can be worn on either hand, so good to have that flexibility. And they're quite elaborate. I think they're pretty unique compared to many of the rings that we have in the game right now. And we do have a new set of nails. Ebonix actually designed a set of nails for the Spa Day refresh, so that's cool to see her design a second set of nails for the game. For shoes, we just have a pair of high-heeled boots that are literally fire, as most of the swatches are flames, but there are a couple of plain ones too. Moving on to the masculine frame, we have mostly the same items, so I'll breeze through the ones that we've already looked at, but there are some unique items when it comes to the clothing in particular. The first top is a new jacket. It looks pretty simple overall. I think we've had something like that before. There's the same two jerseys that we've seen, and there's the dashiki. There's a new vest and undershirt combo, which does have a bit more texture than I initially realized until I saw it a bit closer up. And there's just another like button-up jacket and undershirt combo. Moving on to the bottoms, we have the basketball shorts from before, a new pair of ripped jeans, so they remind me a lot of something we have in Eco Lifestyle, and just another regular pair of pants. Lastly, under full body, we have a pair of overalls, which normally I don't dress my Sims in these, but I really like the look of these with the color combos. So overall, I like Urban Homage even more than I thought I was going to. This might be one of my favorite Create Sim kits of all time, and continues the decent streak of good Create Sim kits lately. However, I think it is once again held back by the limited amount of items that kits can include. We have 29 this time, so it's actually better than what we normally get. But even still, it sucks that there couldn't be more for masculine, and kids get nothing, as usual. I saw Ebonix say that she wanted to include stuff for kids, makeup, and other stuff, but because of it being a kit, she almost cried at how many items she was limited to. Also, as much as I love these items, I don't like cultures being limited to kits. I think they should be saved for bigger packs so that it's not just aesthetics. With all that said, let's move on to the build by kit party essentials. Overall, I'm not impressed with this one. This is probably one of the weakest build by kits we've ever received. So we have some balloons both for the floor and on the wall. There's a non-functional drink fountain, a cake stand, just some party table clutter, a bar, a poster, a board, some streamers that go on the ceiling, some LED lights for the wall, an animated disco ball, a backlit TV, a fog machine, record player, wall speaker, tiled photo backdrop, ceiling bulb lights, a wall light that totally does not hit at fairies in any way, some wall streamers, and a light that emits effects that look like the ones that we got with Seasons with the roller rink. There's also a dance floor that's kind of interesting because it's invisible in live mode, and it's highlighted in tape when you hover over it or while you're in build mode, so that's what that tape is right there. So there's just all the swatches for each item. So at the confetti there, yeah, there's some stars and hearts for alternate swatches, so that's a nice touch. I like the swatches for that record player. Some of them even seems like it kind of links into werewolves a bit. And there's the colors for the streamers there and the balloons. Sometimes they kind of remind me more of balls than balloons. And there's some really cute swatches for that board. Variety of colors for the wall lights there. The disco ball does have those swatches, but you can change the light color in live mode to also give it different looks. The tiled backdrop is nice, I suppose, and I've seen a couple of people try and use it for a backsplash for a kitchen, so that's pretty creative. And there's all the swatches for the wall streamers, some that have different designs that I wasn't expecting though. Yeah, the last one only comes in the one color. And the name for the ceiling lights is kinda interesting. Luminous Lighticles. That reminds me of the dangling participles from the Master Suite stuff back for The Sims 3. And there is the styled room, the party room. Now I just want to take a minute to talk about the functionality of some of these items. Again, this is just a build by kit. There's no new gameplay. I still don't think we're getting any more gameplay kits. But there is the dance floor, so you just get it out of build mode as you normally would, but then it goes invisible. And yep, just hover over it, and then you'll have all the interactions that you get with the other dance floors that we've had in previous packs, like Get Together. But yeah, you actually click on the dance floor to turn on the fog. It's not from the actual fog machine, which I think is an interesting choice, but maybe a little easier to set up that way. But that is cool that we have an invisible dance floor, so then you could put a rug or whatever sort of floor tile you want instead of being limited to the style of the dance floor itself. That's normally something we could only get through custom content. I'm really glad we have that in the game officially now. That's probably one of the best things about this kit. Here's the special effects light. So There is a sound effect that is constantly going when it's in use. It actually sounds like a projector to me. So that's a thing. I thought I would also show off the disco ball. So it does work like a light. You can turn it off. Even when it is off, it continues to spin, but of course it won't emit light anymore. It is kind of fun to customize the color of the disco ball. I do have Twisted Maxis Better Build Buy mod installed, so that's why my UI looks a bit different, but that is cool. Yeah, there you go. Kinda changes up the vibe of the room, especially with the disco ball being the centerpiece. And you can also see the lights just swirling around on the floor there when it is turned on. When I first saw the record player, I was worried that there would be no animation while it's turned on, but thankfully I was wrong about that, so I figured I would show that too. It is a pretty similar animation to the separate record player that is a tabletop one that we got with the Modern Lux kit. But the sound system has a bit of animation too, so it is nice to see that with this kit they have put some effort into the special effects side of things, even though it is very much a bare minimum sort of thing. Now for the cake stand, yes, you can place cakes on it, but keep in mind while it's on there, you cannot add wedding cake toppers or birthday candles because it'll say it needs to be at the center of the counter, so the cake stand is not considered to be that sort of object. So that is it for party essentials. There's really not much I'm gonna use often at all, especially considering it's very rare that I throw parties. The record player I do like, that's probably what I'll use the most. The disco ball, I'm glad we finally have an animated disco ball without relying on custom content, but I still don't think this is worth it. To wrap things up, once again, I do end up liking one kit of the release way more than the other, and surprise, surprise, Create a Sim is the one that I like more. In my opinion, over the past year, the Create a Sim kits have gone up in quality, and the build buy ones tend to be more of a mixed bag. You have some good ones like Modern Lux and Basement Treasures, and then you have build buy kits like Bathroom Clutter and Party Essentials that are, even by the standards of a kit, are still pretty underwhelming. I like to see future kits focus a bit more on items that my Sims can actually use, like a bathroom kit that has more shower tub combos and quarter tubs and sinks and, well, I guess a toilet too, because it'd be weird if a bathroom kit didn't have a toilet. I think a home office kit could also go over pretty well, like have a new computer and a laptop and a corner desk, maybe a little bit of clutter like a printer, but still mostly focus on functional electronics. But at least Urban Homage is a kit that I'll probably use plenty of in the future. The style definitely speaks to me, so feel free to let me know your thoughts on these two kits in the comment section below. And be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content. I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!